So we are Heat Agency. I'm the founder of Heat Agency. We are registered in the US. We work with clients from the US and we help them visualize their projects and help them sell their projects faster and for more using visualizations, using virtual reality, using animations and more. Yeah, so before I worked with Pixel Penguin, I think I tried at least 3 to 4 agencies or freelancers. And the only, what used to happen with me was these people, when they speak to you, they're like super nice and they're super confident when before you hire them. But then once they're on board and when they get the admin access to the ads, they're like completely clueless. And it happened with me not once, but I think at least thrice before I worked with Pixel Penguin. So when finally I think saw your ad, which is a good sign because if you guys are running ads, then you should be having, if you guys provide ad services, then I should find you through ads. That's how it should be. But the other people, they were through LinkedIn or probably job posts or places which actually shouldn't, they shouldn't be there. And they should be probably running ads as well because they are claiming that they're good at ads. So that was a first green flag for me. And then I had an interview with you. We had like a discovery call, and it really went well. And the good part was that unlike all the previous agencies that I worked with, you actually shared your screen, I remember, and you showed, just select date ranges from different ad accounts you had. And you showed me the proof of what's happening before joining Pixel Penguin versus after. So that really stood out. And that's when I thought I'd work with you guys. But again, I was not sure still. I mean, I was like, let's try these people for like a few months. If it works out, it works out. If not. When we finally had that call, you called it as a KT call. I think it's called knowledge transfer. And it was probably by far the most detailed onboarding call I had with an ad agency that I worked before. So you asked me so many questions. It was not just you who was asking. I mean, founders want to ask. Founders are, like the decision makers in the business. But even the team asked. Manav was asking me questions, and the other people were on the call. I think we had like almost 4 or 5 people joining the call. So it gave me a good impression that you guys care and you guys are not just interested in working with me for a few months, but for a longer period. And after that, every week we had a call. You used to join the call. Manav used to be there. And, Manav used to always be excited about working with the render unit. Back then, we used to be called by the name render unit. So it went really well. And it was great that even though we might not have needed you in the call, but you still were there on mute. And whenever we need you, we just used to call you and used to, answer the questions. Yeah, so I remember initially when we started working with you guys, our ads were just plummeting. I mean, we were just screwing our ads. Our cost per result was like all-time high, and I didn't know what to do. And then you and Manav were just strategizing. I had no clue what you guys were discussing. I was just trying to be part of it. And I remember you guys suggested me lookalike audiences. You guys suggested me different, custom audiences. And that really worked. I mean, immediately in the first 15 days, we saw that was working. And that 6-month period was, I think, one of the best period we had in terms of our cost per result. We were just scaling every month. Yeah, so when I was working with Manav, it was not just ads that he was interested in. I mean, that was his responsibility. That was the scope of work. But he was extremely excited always to discuss with me, not just what we're going to do this month, but in the next quarter, in this quarter, and in the next 6-8 months as well. So, and he used to ask me questions like, hey, what's your plan? How much are we going to scale by the end of the year? How much are we going to scale in Q4, Q1, etc. So, and we used to discuss, we used to brainstorm, and we used to have like not these 30 or 40-minute calls, but almost an hour-long calls. And that was not what was promised. I think it was just a 30-minute call that was promised. But then he outdid himself and delivered more than what was promised. So we used to have these brainstorming sessions where it was not just me giving him information, but us sharing feedback with each other and finalizing what should be done next. So it was very, very nice for me. I used to feel very, I used to feel at ease because he almost became one of the co-founders of the company. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember any time where I messaged you on the group or Manav or somebody else. I was ghosted. It was never like that. I was always responded, and we used to generally talk on the WhatsApp group where it were you and all the others, and I used to get email responses, whatever it may be, and we even connected on calls before time. For example, the performance was plummeting, let's say on the weekend. Our call is on Friday. But I used to just ask you guys, hey, let's speak on Tuesday, let's speak on Monday and discuss what we're going to do next. And you guys used to actually show up. Yeah. So see, what I can tell any e-com, company that's looking for an ad agency, I think I would recommend them because it's not just how good you are at managing ads. I mean, the team is in place, the systems are in place, but also the fact that you guys are robustly scaling and you guys have a lot of, wisdom because of how many how many clients you guys are working with in a month. So the good part is that when an e-com agency decides to work with you guys, they are actually becoming a part of a pond which already has like 50, 60 other e-com agencies that are scaling. So that's the best part, because what you guys can do, and I'm sure you guys do it, is that once this company decides to work with you guys, you share every insight that you guys have of all the other e-com businesses working with you guys. So that's the best part. It's like a growth flywheel. You just have to get on board, and you all automatically start scaling because of everybody else scaling.